It's just after 7 on Friday the 17th of January. So wind is staying in overnight. We have a wind warning for the day. They've just had some rain through. Oh, we've got some wing foilers out. These gusty conditions, I would have thought. The rain seems to have eased off at the moment. A bit more swell around than yesterday. We're moving slightly. You can see breaking all the rocks over near Te Hue Bay. Looks like in Michael Hill's boat's coming. From memory, she's called the Beast. She just dropped anchor. Well, they're pulling their anchor up. Tourist boats are arriving. So Cat and R Tucker Thompson. I must say, they do look nicer than the Beast. Getting quite a few gusts through. And still patches of rain around. They just get about to drop theirs. See that the effect of the swells that are sort of coming around the corner, shall we say. All boats swinging around a bit, including us. Shore parties returning. This one's just come back from the direction of Russell. They were here last night. While we're waiting for Pacific HQ. Got someone up the mast on the R Tucker Thompson. So hopefully they're going to set a sail or two for their trip back. Pacific HQ. Don't know what they're doing. We're just going to turn around the circle. Meanwhile, someone else is heading up the mast. Yeah, I'd say they're definitely going to unfurl the sail. So I think it's on a furler rather than on gaskets. Maybe I'm wrong. Pacific HQ is dropping anchor there, so we've got 3 in a row. Been for a bit of a swing and a splash, I think. Oh, there we go, there's a girl going for it. Still freeing the square sail. say these big boats seem to like lying side on to the wind. It's probably the launch that was behind us last night. Oh, there's the R Tucker Thompson heading back to Russell and Opunga. And she was behind us last night. Well, seeing we're not doing much at the moment, I thought I'd have a go at making blueberry muffins. This time I've used the oven. Once I remembered to turn the gas solenoid on, it seemed to light. Well, like all gas ovens, not perfectly even, but I think it will do. This is actually the door side. Biggest problem is letting them cool down, but it looks pretty good and tastes pretty good as well. Well, it's 5 o'clock. Still gusty, but not as bad. There's one coming over there at the moment. Boats are pointing in all different directions. And the big boats have gone. It's Saturday the 18th. Not much has changed really. It's not as windy as yesterday morning, but still windy. Cloudy. Less boats. And not a lot of solar. Not that we have much solar panel anyway. Time for breakfast. Now this one's coming back again. So, third visit in 3 days. And way in the distance you can see a sail. That's a jib from one of the boats in the next bay. That's heading in Russell direction. There's a cat coming our way. Oh, the cat's just sailing past. Well, we had a skiff of rain, but it's lightened up a bit. I think I might take the dinghy for a ride ashore. Looks like a lagoon catamaran. Lagoon 400 S2 or Series 2, called Machete, flying an American flag. It's an overseas boat. They're looking for the ideal anchor spot, as we all do. Right, we're leaving. Sure, the anchor's well dug in. There's looking to Urupukapuka Island. The wind's a bit gusty and certainly not near as strong as it was yesterday. Right, looking back into Paradise Bay, served us well. And then here's the bar we visited this morning. Looking north, here's Urupukapuka Island with Manawaora in behind. And we're going along quite nicely. We've got about 12 knots and we're doing 5.5. Just the jib up. Oh, here's looking between Urupukapuka Island and Manawaora Island, looking at Army Bay. Fortunately the wind's blowing through there, so not sheltered. Oh, there's one boat in at Paradise Bay. Won't be too windy there, no swell, but probably not ideal. Oh, we're going along in fine form, just under jib. It's the tapping noise, shade sail cover. Roberton Island, on the left is Tapeka Point. There's the bay where we stayed with Matthew. I'll launch in there, and we're going to go around the next headland and you can have a look at the other side. We'll go around this island here. Oh, there's the R Tucker Thompson over at Roberton Island. Oh, there's looking back at Urupukapuka Island, and we're coming around the wee island here. A few reefs to watch out for. Look at this bay on the left hand side, and we can see where the beast ended up through the jib sheet. Well, it's fairly windy in here. We've got 20 knots at the moment. Maybe we might go and look a little bit further up under the hills. It's looking back to Roberton Island. This gap is Manawaora Island and Nicely Bay, where those two yachts are. Just think about that, but we'll go for better shelter. We did stop on this one many years ago and travelling light. Those days the launch wakes were terrible. This whole area now is a dolphin preserve, maximum speed of 5 knots. We'll go around the corner up here and have a look anyway. So a fair few boats in here, and a week or two ago there would have been a heck of a lot more. So some of the most sheltered bays of the Bay of Islands are in here. Here's the other side of the bay that we anchored in the first night when Matthew was with us. We're on the other side of that wee isthmus. Here's the beast. There's the big Nordhaven we saw near Army Bay a few days ago. Right, my anchor's well dug in. We're not going anywhere. It is really good holding in here. Well, we're in Te Hue Bay. We usually avoid this, there's so many boats, but this time of year not too bad. Across this ridge is the bit we came down earlier. Big bay in here, and here is Opunga Cove. we've just had some light rain go through. Coast Guard's obviously come to have a look. Goodness me, we can almost see the sun. That's the first in a while. The Coast Guard look like they're anchored up here for the night. So that's the Lion Rescue from Auckland, up here over the summer season. All up, I counted 35 boats visible. Well, it's 6:30 on Sunday and still windy. Rain set in. Forecast is no good. Pacific HQ has found us again. And of course the beast is still over there. Well, the enclosures have kept the cockpit and the helm station dry.
Much big now sitting in third. The Italians as well, Spain there picking up an unforced error really. They pushed a bit wide on the course trying to maximise.
Well, the rain certainly hasn't eased up. Wind's not too bad. One thing this boat doesn't have is freshwater capture system off the roof, but I've improvised a fairly pathetic one. So you can see a lot of water comes off the front of the hardtop. Drips all the way around. Coast Guard's gone. Pacific HQ's gone. The beast is still there. I did remember to pull the bung out of the dinghy before I went to bed last night. The deck's still dry up at the helm. It was really strong wind that was blowing through from up there, can't do much about that. And there are some gaps under the track here. So there's water here, but it doesn't come downstairs. Although we shipped the squabs off here. This seat hasn't got wet, which it used to do in the past. Well, rain seems to have eased off. Not too much wind. We might see if we can get round to Russell in reasonably good weather. I have a whole bucket full of water. Karina's doing the vacuuming. Well, the rain didn't stay away for long up ahead anyway. So what are we doing? About 6 knots. It's about 11 knots apparent. At 120 degrees. There'll be another gap in the rain when we arrive at Russell. Well, we could see Tapeka Point before, or maybe we just canned around the front of the jib. Anyway, I've turned the radar on. There's Roberton Island. Not surprisingly, I don't see anyone there. It's probably 20, gusting a bit more. We've only got the jib up, but I've put a reef on the jib, or partially filled it. I see in the paper that there's a house for sale on the top of Roberton for only 10 billion. And the view behind is no clearer. So we've got the anchor up and mooring lines prepared without rain, but it's certainly back again. A bit of a confused sea out here. Swell and chop from different directions. Giving Tapeka Point a good offering at the moment. Probably a bit rough going around, but then we'll be into shelter. Here's the northern side of Russell. You can never see it on camera. There's about a 2 metre northerly swell. And there's a boat heading into it. Probably can't see. cruise liner and not much of a day for them. Tapeka Point, I've certainly seen it rougher, but it's still a bit rolling here. A few crashes from below. Okay, not much fun for them, but they are getting out there. It's currently about 25 knots. It's increased just at the point here, and we've jibed. It's outcoming tides. You can probably make out the slightly browner water just up ahead. They're pretty much running down the swells now, so not rolling as much. It's going to calm off for us very shortly. Oh, we had a bit of a lull, so I have put away the jib and we'll just motor around the corner to Russell. Picking up the mooring is probably going to be a bit tricky because it's windy, so I have Karina on throttles. I'll pick the mooring up, and with the marriage savers we can communicate. Another brave soul heading up. I've got what I call a mini cruise liner anchored off Russell. That's Pie here in the background. Now mooring at Russell before the rain started up too much. Karina's assistance on the throttles was invaluable. Once again, the mooring was very close to the back of this boat. Now there's a bit of weight on it, we've moved away. I suppose we timed it pretty well because it was not raining when we pulled the anchor up. Some rain as we came through. Not raining too much when we got the mooring up, and now it's raining heavily again. Good God, glimmer of sun. I haven't seen that since about this time yesterday, and that didn't eventuate into very much. Well, the suggestion of sun was a bit fleeting. So, oh, there's the squabs from the front porch, obviously not leaving them out at the moment.